Good afternoon. My name is Kai Metzel. I'm the co-founder of Krumplr. And Krumplr is the one to-do management solution that brings all of your different to-dos together. Before Krumplr, I failed. I failed repeatedly in managing my own to-dos. And I tell you, that was embarrassing, really. You want to know how embarrassing? Yes? Okay. I was born in Germany, and I used to live in Switzerland for most of my life. And in both cultures, being organized is the core value. It was not good for me. But millions of people manage to-do lists, right? So it cannot be that difficult. I mean, I'm pretty sure every productive person here in the room is actually managing at least one or two of those, right? And there are many, many solutions out there. Actually, thousands, literally thousands. And if you just think about this for a moment, it is not so surprising that there are so many solutions out there, because the target market size for a single successful to-do manager is considered to be 100 million users. That's huge. And I failed, right? So I was asking myself if there was something wrong with me particularly, or if there was a general problem. And so I started talking to people, and among them was my friend Ryan, who should be in the audience today. Oh, there he is. Thanks for coming. And I asked him, Ryan, is everything in your to-do list? And he said, yes, everything. I couldn't survive without. And he's a really good list maker, so I admire that. But I keep pressing him and saying, what about those emails? You know, the emails that need effort and energy to kick out of the door. And he said, well, they're in my inbox. I'm not going to create a to-do that is saying, answer John's email. That would be stupid. And I actually agree with him. And then I asked him about, meeting reports with action items, and it turned out they are in Evernote. And then we continued our discussion. And over the course of the discussion, I learned that there were several systems that kept items for Ryan that he needed to complete. And at some point in the conversation, he said this, that deeply, deeply resonated with me. That was, I have way too many to-do lists, and interestingly, only one or two of them are actually called so. And that was exactly actually the way I always felt, and I think the reason why I always failed. So we not only talked to Ryan, we actually talked to a lot of people. And yeah, believe me, they didn't all look like Ryan, and I think he would have preferred if I would have taken a different picture. But whatever those people looked like, the story we heard was actually the same story. The tools, though, in the story actually changed, but the story itself remained the same. And here's what we learned, or what we took out of all of those conversations. The first thing was that the to-do manager you usually use does not really play well together with all of the other tools that you have. It's more like a box. You can only take out what you stuffed in before. But that's kind of weird, right? If you think about it, because we already learned that to-dos are actually in other systems as well. So then you cannot have the single place where all of your to-dos actually are. That makes it very hard for you to prioritize across all of those. If you want, you've got to hunt around, or you have a lot of effort to actually pull those things out manually. And if you want to collaborate with somebody else, let's say on two items where one is in one list and the other one is another kind of list, it turns out you're actually on your own, because you've got to figure out how to share the information, how to collaborate, all of this, right? And what we also learned is that pretty much with every new service that is out there, that your team adopts, that your family adopts, you personally, there is another such candidate that wants to grab another part of your to-dos. And that actually makes that problem even bigger. And that is exactly the reason why we founded Krumplr, to solve those pain points. We're not telling you to throw those other tools away or stuff everything into our tool. No, we actually accept life as it is. Let me say it this way. We do the dirty work for you because we pull all of the different to-dos together, right? That makes it easier for you to actually put those tools into your to-do management workflow. And here's how that works. you point Krumplr at where your to-do lists are. But keep in mind, right, only 1 or 2 of them might actually be called so. So you might actually point it to Gmail or to Quib, where they're not necessarily to-dos in the classical sense are in. We pull it all together for you in real time. No syncing, no copying, real-time data. We bring it all in one place. You can prioritize, schedule, track across all of those different lists. And if you need to collaborate or if you want to, then you certainly can do so. This is what a home page in Krumplr can look like. It's not only showing you the list that you explicitly created in Krumplr, but also those you pointed Krumplr at. Like, for example, a list that is based on emails that you labeled in a particular way in your email tool and then told Krumplr about that particular label. Or a list that is actually managed in Asana, for example. We bring it all together in real time, and now you can go and combine those different items from those different lists in combined lists, in a unified list, so to speak. And that is a mixture of items that come from Krumplr or from other systems. Like, again, Quib, a Krumplr item, Evernote, a Gmail entry. You can freely rearrange those items in the sequence that reflects your priority order. And if you need a little bit more of information in order to make that decision about, what is the priority, you can use Krumplr's sneak peek feature and get additional detail of the to-do without ever leaving Krumplr, no matter where that item actually comes from. So, Krumplr at a glance. It's the one place you've got to look, because we pull it all together for you. We provide a minimalistic and thoughtful UI. It scales to a large number of lists and a large number of items on each of those lists. We are in all major desktop browsers, and we have native applications for mobile to give you there the best experience. And if what we provide is not deep enough of an integration, or is not yet good enough, or for whatever reason, use our APIs to integrate, or take our content and embed it in your content. All of that, what I mentioned here, you get for free, right? That's our base offering. We also have a pro offering, right? We are a business, we need to make money somehow. So there you get additional integrations, more tools that we actually do support. You get searching across all of the different lists that Krumplr knows about, and advanced sharing capabilities. We go for $4.99 a month or $49.99 a year, so that's a pretty industry standard for us. And with that pricing model, if we reach, I should better say, when we reach our target market size of 100 million users, and only 2 out of 100 choose our pro offering, we have $100 million revenue a year. So that's a significant revenue opportunity. So it's actually good that my friend James over there, my co-founder, and I already have proven that we actually can run large organizations and can grow things. So in our last adventure together, we were at IBM, and we were the leadership team of an IBM product that we helped growing from a team of 3 to a team of 200 worldwide, from a revenue of 0 to a revenue of $100 million a year. Interestingly, also $100 million seems to be our number. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had our first hire. Jared joined us, and he is a really strong addition to our team. And we have a lot of experience working with him. He shares the same professional DNA. So he worked with us at IBM, and he also worked with us at Eclipse, where we actually were founding members, and I was a director at the Eclipse Foundation for quite some time. Today is not just demo day for us, although that would be exciting enough. We are also opening our private beta for you. So we invite you to join us. Either go to our website or download our app in the App Store for iOS, so right now only. Help us, please, improving what we already built. But more importantly, help us actually shaping what we still have to build, right? That is a great force for us. And you can actually, when you like what you see, you can invite your friends to Krumplr, and you can do that simply by actually sharing a list with them. And then we send out those invitations. And because when more people come, we get more feedback, and we love feedback in our early stage. So we thought we've got to give you something for that. So we thought, if you give us 5 additional customers, we give you 1 year Pro for free from the very day Pro is available. And then something else occurred to me, which was, why do we actually want to be better in to-do management? And I don't know about you, but for me it is about having more time to do other things. So I thought, let's say, if you help us, we also help you getting outdoors. And so I talked to our friends from Outdoor Project, and the first 500 of you who get our free offering, you also get 1 year free Pro membership on Outdoor Project. So I thought that was cool. Thank you. So if you like what we do, then we're more than happy to talk to you, either in person afterwards or via email. So you can reach us at hello@krumplr.com. And for my Swiss and German friends, you can also use hello@krumplr.com, certainly. And until then, help us bringing your to-dos together. Thank you very much.